because if it was one of the things that break in the other system ones that I was using, it not usually just breaks because there is not. It's an inline system, so they have lots of.
It could be the filaments or something that break in those. These are quite good. If you have problems with it, then let us know.
Okay.
We'll see what the problem is.
Okay.
That's pretty much about it. I think these valves as well are pneumatic valves. They're also attached to the compressed line. Okay. So that's basically it. And then you've all seen your water flow meters. So you can see the red lights are on just now, which means that this one is green. So it means the system is okay to use.
If I turn off that.
If you turn that off, then the red lights will turn on. And you can see here, they're spinning as well. Okay.
Does it have a thermocouple?
No, not on this one, no. Not on these ones.
So, imagine that we have hot water flowing, which is stupid.
Yes.
It will turn on the lamp, but it's not okay.
Exactly, yeah.
So
Well, that's the
we
thing
need to be
about
careful.
having to monitor that. If you do end up getting a chiller in the future, you'll be probably able to monitor that.
Okay, so we should monitor the.
I mean, you'll be able to feel
outlets.
if you can. You can feel just now.
Okay.
So if it starts,
You can feel the whole.
Because which is the maximum?
I think it cut out about 26 degrees. I think, yeah.
Because this controller.
Yeah.
Just
It's
control the.
Where is it? It's in the
This-
sample.
yeah.
The sample.
This
Just
is up
control the
here.
sample.
So
this-
which is
this
the
one here.
sensitive part to temperature?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
This is
The
only-
sensitive part.
this
It's
is
the
only-
magnetron.
This is oh yeah, it will be.
That's the most sensitive to temperature, right? So we want to cool this. This shouldn't go like 100 degrees, 90 degrees.
You can feel
Okay.
the water coming out. If you feel these just now, you can feel they're quite cool.
Because when we have the chiller, we could put like a thermocouple in the outlet water.
Most of them do.
To see if
Yeah.
chillers.
Most chiller will.
Yeah,
I mean, even
okay.
the one you had here the other day has a thermocouple.
check if the water that is leaving the system is too hot.
To be honest with you, I'm not too sure on the maximum water temperature that this can have.
Well, you need to keep it below 100. Obviously,
Yes, of
then
course.
bad stuff happens.
Of course.
100 degrees, is that what it is?
Well,
Because it
then
it
if you
will
get
have
to the boiling
vapor
point-
and the
I mean,
vapor doesn't.
For the cusp.
Well, the problem with the cooling water getting too hot,
It will
would
evaporate,
be would be the actual water lines themselves.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm saying I don't know what the actual.
The cusp would be okay.
Really? Because
I'm saying that the limit of the water itself is
Oh, well,
Because
water's
it's
not going to
lower.
go past 100, is it?
Yeah,
no, exactly.
I'm
I'm
just
pretty
saying,
sure if we
I
put
don't
like
know the limit for a
10
cusp.
degrees water in with a high flow rate, it will be okay.
Yeah, like
If
I
we
said,
feel-
I think
if we feel the water cold at the outside while the
Yeah.
system is operating, then we are good.
the only thing is when you're using the heater,
Yeah.
it's
The-
going to heat up because the walls are
Yeah.
water lined,
Yeah.
so the water's all flowing.
So we will need more cooling power.
If you're using a chiller, with this, it's probably okay because it's a constant flow.
Open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not working, so it's not.
Yes,
working.
but
And then the way you have this set up, you've got two water lines here, so the water is coming.
we have two water.
Yeah. So you've got two flow meters, so the water is going into here.
Yeah, it's different from this circuit.
No, no.
Water.
It's
So the,
spiral.
the water is going in here.
Yeah,
It's then coming out of here and going in here.
To the
So
door.
you
yeah.
see this part
Yes,
here?
yes, I've seen the
Comes
tubes.
out of here and then goes in here
Okay,
and then comes out of here
okay.
and then goes through one of the flow meters.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then it
the
goes
other
out.
line,
The other line is just for QCM.
the other line is the QCM turbo. Okay.
Okay, so the one that should heat more is this, of course, right?
It will get quite hot when the heater is going. Yeah, it gets very hot. But so just make sure if you do disconnect any of the water lines, make sure that the cusp will be first and the QCM is first also.
Okay.
Okay. And then the flow meters are always last after everything.
Okay.
You could even, if you wanted, you could put some labels
Yeah.
on things if you were going to take them off. And then
I
you
think we won't take him off.
I don't think you would need
No,
to
no,
take
no.
them off. I don't think you would ever have to. Maybe if you wanted to take this off and take it to a bench.
Yeah, we'll just have to
Yeah.
to worry about the
Just remember which
water
one you
temperature.
took
Yes, of
off.
course, of course. Just not to
To
change
mix them
it,
up.
of course. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then when we have the chiller, we'll make some experiments to see which will be the operating settings
Yeah.
of the chiller to ensure that.
I separate. We have 3 purposes for chillers. So,
Have you? I
so
think you can send them
we
to me.
can
and I
yeah,
can have a
so
look.
I do that job. The morning I just keep all the emails and put it all in the
Yeah.
folder. Then I will.
The
send
problem that I was having
Yeah.
when I was using the chiller we have is
It's
when
the
I
flow. It was the
No,
flow.
the flow is fine. The chiller I have, the flow was fine. The problem was the temperature. When I was running this at 800 degrees, the water was getting so hot that it then cut out because there's a set point
Yeah.
on the chiller. It then cut out, and because the water stopped, then power supplies stopped because of the
course.
interlock.
Of course.
So that's
So
a,
Just
that's
just
a problem.
And
Just
which
one
temperature
thing-
were you putting in the?
I was the
Go ahead. Just to finish the water thing, you were talking about something else.
no. I will talk about the water, but
Okay, you were operating the chiller in the maximum capacity,
Yeah,
the maximum cooling capacity.
yeah. Well, we have our chiller set to, I think it's about 13 degrees. I had it
13.
set to, but it wasn't enough to be able to keep the water cool.
Because the
So
flow
over
rate
time,
probably
it was just getting
too
hotter
high.
until yeah.
just one thing. What you know? So you run that at 800, and do you know the characteristics of your test chiller?
No, I need to get that for you. I can get that for you easily.
Because
but I
then
don't-
we can
Compare it.
compare it.
Well,
with
but
the-
it's the same
Yeah.
thing that she will be doing when
I'm
you
sure,
send.
I'm
okay,
sure
send a-
somebody sent you.
one. They send me to. In one day they send me a link,
Yeah.
and in the other day they send me another link. So, but they are different.
Because yeah, no, I think my colleague Mark sent you a
Yeah.
link,
Yeah.
and then Carlos asked me for a
Again.
company,
Yeah.
so I sent him a link to a company, not a link to a chiller.
Okay.
It wasn't a link to a chiller. It was just
One
a
is for
company.
CMC.
Yeah.
You send for CMC, and they send for chiller 80C. Okay.
Yeah, because the CMC ones is what we use, and they are much better than the 80C. But you need to go onto the CMC website and look for your spec.
Yeah.
So the link I sent you wasn't actually for the chiller, it was just the website.
Our Portuguese suppliers send us Julab, like the other one that
Oh,
we
yeah.
have here,
Yes,
but
yes,
we.
but the bigger one.
Right.
But so we need to compare the specs.
Worst case scenario, we'll put like a mixture of water and anti-congelant fluid, and we'll force the water like
Well,
5
we
degrees.
use coolant as well. We
Yeah,
don't
coolant.
use water.
ATC sends us a quotation with coolant.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Glycol,
with the coolant. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So that's what we use. We don't use water,
Okay.
and it was still. Very,
It's
very
better
Really?
for the system because the
Yeah.
doesn't oxidize and.
Yes, it's better.
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go
Like I
on.
say, I wasn't able to run with the chiller I have. I wasn't able to run it at 800 degrees for very long. Maybe like 5 minutes before the water got too hot.
But I think
that was our
that we will never go through that.
I mean, maybe one day in the future.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to be prepared now for
Probably,
that.
yes.
You know,
Yeah,
so
probably.
you don't want to have a chiller now and then have to buy another one in the future.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
If our other chiller that we tested it works, we can say, oh, probably for now it just
But
not
it doesn't
go-
work.
So
And if
it
you're
doesn't
only
work,
going
so-
to 250 just now, then it's probably not going to be
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
such a big deal. I think they had some records of different temperatures. You can have a look.
Power
yeah.
line.
Okay.
Okay.
Power, water, vacuum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so this is where your gas is going to come in
Yeah.
into here.
Okay.
When we take the cusp out and have a look at
Yeah.
it, then it's much
So you
easier.
enter the
argon.
argon gas
Yeah.
just directly
behind the head.
Yeah, that's a good place. Yes.
That's
Yeah.
That's
Like I say, when we take it out, then we can all have a look at it. You can see the gas lines and the power
Okay.
lines. Makes it
Okay,
easier
so-
for you.
okay.
Okay. Okay, so we'll have a look at the electron. The vacuum interlock is red at the moment because we're still in atmosphere.
okay.
I've got it set to 2 to minus 2. So this will stay red until it reaches this value. Okay, and it means that you won't be able to do anything. And you can see as I push output, nothing's turning on. Okay.
Okay.
You have your water interlock. That's your two red
So
lights
water
here.
is slow. Okay.
Ignore this one. This is not actually connected.
Okay.
Sometimes our customers use load locks, so we have to have the gate valves interlocked and transfer arms.
So that will be always green. So
It'll
no
always be
problem.
green. We've got a short in the back of it. And this is your door interlock, which is this. So if your door's open, that'll be red. Okay. Obviously your vacuum gauge. Okay. Your QCM controller. There's many settings in this. I think you have a manual in your folder if you want to learn all about the different settings. But it's touch screen, so you can choose all your different materials.
It seems
So,
You get a list of them.
So that's like a database of the physical properties of each material to calculate the rate of the position and
Yeah,
thickness.
so it's all
That's
your,
great. Yeah.
your densities.
We have,
You
I
just
think we have
choose the
there
one you want.
probably all the materials that we are.
So which one
Thinking
are you
of
going to
working.
use? Titanium?
Titanium.
In here, well, this is if you're going to use it manually.
They have tin. Okay.
Titanium.
Titanium. Okay.
But
It has titanium
you can set all
dioxide.
this in the software. Okay.
So
But if you do want
which
to-
thickness is it? It's saying 8.5
This is
angstroms.
just
It's 0.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to clear, you can clear that, and then it just puts it all to 0. You can change here if you want to monitor
That's
differently. Okay. You can't do this in the software. You only have one option. They haven't really advanced on their
So you can change it here, but not there.
yeah. So if you want to use this manually, you can do. Okay. You have your shutter controller.
Okay.
So this is your source here
It's the only thing that we have to control.
at the moment because we'll put a QCM shutter in here
Okay.
and then we'll have that on this one. Okay. The gas distribution controller. So that's all these valves at the back. You know the grey valves, and they're all labelled, so you know which one is what.
Okay.
Plus in the software, everything's labelled as well. And then your MFCs.
Like, you have to remember that AR for us is argon, not
Yeah.
air.
Yes.
Oh,
In Portuguese, it's air.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
So
we usually
this is
use
like
the
on-off
English
buttons.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you put okay. So
And you
that
can hear it,
opens
okay.
and closes
The valve.
the valve. The,
So you
the
can
pneumatic valve.
you can hear it with the gas.
So right now,
It's
the-
closed.
all of
This is-
them are closed.
They're all closed.
This is
Ah,
If
closed.
it's lit up,
how
then
it
it's
should
open.
be. Should be.
Our
They
closed
are
in there, it's
Unless
closed.
you're using them.
Better to
Yes,
go-
they should be closed
Yeah.
Just before.
Yeah.
because if you have your gas inlet
Then it'll
opened,
be allowing
the,
some through.
yes.
Yeah, that's right.
You'll be wasting gas.
Yeah. So then you have your MFC controller. There should be some labels on these, but that obviously was forgotten about. In the software, it'll tell you which one is which. I think this one's the argon one anyway.
Probably they have the
Oh, okay.
same.
You can always maybe get some labels if you want
Yeah.
to use it manually. You can put them on it. In the software, it will be correct.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recommend controlling directly here or in the software?
Some tasks are better here, like
Well,
this one.
If you want to use this, I mean, you can use it there, but the software is pretty good.
Yeah.
When you start using it, because you've got charts, you can monitor different things.
So if you use the software, I won't be.
You don't need this.
Just one
This
thing.
is remotely controlled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I can open the valves
when
there,
this, when yeah, everything.
and this will go green.
yeah,
Okay.
everything in this rack apart from these. Oh, no, that
course.
doesn't get used. This switch is
Okay.
manual. Everything else is. You
Just
can
one
use
thing.
problem.
It says shooter here. It will be controlled by here or
Yeah,
by here.
ignore this. This is not actually connected.
This okay.
Okay.
This is if we use a.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the software for this is really quite basic. Okay. Yeah, everything, you can control everything from the software apart from the back end valve power.
Of course.
Okay. And you don't even need to turn that off if you're always going to keep the system under vacuum. Even if you vent, you
Yeah.
can leave it on, but just close the back end valve,
Okay.
and you can just leave it pumping down that line. So it's, you can leave on if you like. This is the DC supply for the cusp, so that's your power going in here. Okay. Your linear position controller, so that's the up and down for the sample table.
Okay. So that was where you're controlling the height, the distance of the plate.
Yeah.
What is this at
This one.
set point?
I think once it moves and it gets to that, it should probably.
Yes,
Yeah.
when it's moving,
So
So once it's
reaches,
stopped,
If I put,
it will. This means it's moving probably. Inside.
but 0 is not detecting the 0.
Can't reach.
I don't know why.
Probably recalibrate it and that would go away.
Possibly.
Is it moving? Probably no.
No, it's not. I think it is.
You can reach
There you
0.
It doesn't like 0.
Okay.
Substrate DC barriers. So that is this cable
Here.
here. Okay, so you can put.
We can put supply, DC supply, to the samples to attract the sputtering particles.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the system in Guimarães, but it's, you know, here you have controller, there you have 6 controllers and
Really?
2 power supplies and
Okay.
yeah.
Perfect.
I'll leave this up here. If we take this off of here, put this on, it's just the grounding.
To be vacuum. Yeah.
Yeah. So it stops any shorts or.
Okay.
Leave that. That can stay there. Or
This
you can
is-
even just leave this attached.
Just one thing. This is the
The
thermocouple.
thermocouple, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, this is your thermocouple reading here.
Mm-hmm.
The 19.6. Your set point is the 0.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you're using this manually, all you need to do is move these
The
arrows
set
here.
point.
So these are
Like
From
our
the-
machines.
Yes,
It's
it's
a
similar to
Neurotherm.
No,
Yeah,
this one
yeah.
is not. Oh yes,
That's
yes, it
similar
is.
to
Yeah.
ours.
But it's new.
yeah. I see. There's one up there as well, isn't
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
in
but
remote. It's in remote.
it's
It's
an older
the
version.
same controls that we use
Yeah.
in our machine.
All you will, if you want to use it manually, all you need to do is use the
Yeah,
up and
yeah.
down. No other settings that you need.
Okay.
It's all set up. So all you would do is move up, obviously to increase your temperature, and down.
So we cannot set up the rates.
You can in the software.
Yeah, you,
software.
can,
Okay.
you can set a ramp.
Okay.
But we'll show you that.
And also the rotation,
Mm.
like we showed you earlier on. So you got the rotation. You just choose
Which rotation? And the
And-
interlock?
the rotation. Oh, the interlock is red because this is red.
Okay.
Okay. It won't allow you to use the heating.
Without being
Because
at
of this.
vacuum. Okay.
Yeah. And then again, if you want to get the home position, you just push this in.
Okay.
These 3 power supplies, they work together with the Eurotherm. Okay, so if we just turn this up, say put in 100, it won't actually start going to 100 until we
Turn on.
turn
Turn
these
on,
on.
of
Okay,
course.
because
But
this is
we-
where it's getting the power
Just
from.
one thing. These controllers, the power off each one, or we just need
You
to
don't need to touch anything. Don't.
just control, turn this on and
So
control
to,
that.
to turn them on, it won't do it just now, but this out, so it's output, you would just push that and it would then switch on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this would then control the power of each one.
So,
So
we just
he
need
gets-
to put it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is just a power supply.
Yes.
Imagine
switch
that
on.
each
I
our
know.
resistance
Yeah.
there as is
I know
own
exactly.
power supply. You
Yeah,
just
yeah,
need
yeah.
to
To turn on the
do
power
the
supply.
controller
That's it,
and then
yeah.
it says
Okay.
These are all
So
connected.
they are in alarm because they are off probably?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly, yeah. So yeah, they're all connected together.
Okay.
Okay. Then you have your throttle valve controller, so it's the shutter in front of the turbo
Okay.
that we looked at. This is reading a pressure, so it's 1 to -9.
Where?
You see this display?
But where is it that pressure? That measuring the pressure? Where?
This
where is
isn't
this?
this isn't actually the pressure reading. This is what you're telling it you want it to
so
be.
that's a set point.
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
that
okay.
point where you turns on or off. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, it's 1 to -9, so it's fully open because it's trying to be at that point.
Okay.
If we changed it, if we were under vacuum and we changed it to 1.5 times 10 to
So that's
-2,
why
it would then
when
go to
you-
that value.
You were showing
Okay.
you
Okay.
turn that and you fully open. You put a
Yeah.
probably a pressure.
Something
atmospheric
similar to
pressure.
this,
Yeah.
and then it would close it.
Okay.
Okay. And then you have your vacuum valve controller. Ignore all these ones, okay? You only have a back-end valve and a vent valve. That's all you're going to need. The two at the back, yeah. And that's all you need to do. So these would just be if you decided to put a gate valve in there in front of your turbo or something, at least you have them. And then you have your turbo controller. This is operated through the software, so this will never look like it's on. Okay, you won't see any display here.
Okay. Any lights? Okay.
No, because it's through the controller. There's a red cable in the back of the PC. You can see.
Yeah.
That's your turbo cable there. And then you've got your backing pump. So it's just this switch here. This one's not used. Some people have load locks, second chamber, so two pumps. So all you need is this one here. Okay. And this is just a distribution board. This is where everything's plugged into in the back, so you don't even need to worry about that. Okay. And that is everything. Obviously your emergency stop. If something bad starts going on.
How it's the emergency procedure? If we press there, it's turn off.
Everything will shut off.
And then to turn on from an emergency situation,
I
there
would
is
turn off all your power supplies, turn them off,
and
Rotate the button.
and then you rotate
the
it,
button, and then.
But don't use this just because you put in the wrong value. Of course.
Yeah,
It's
we
not,
know. It's
that's
like
not an emergency.
it's like that.
For
It's
emergency,
just
emergency.
emergency.
Yeah, like serious emergency. Like,
The system has any fuse that we need to replace or something replaceable things here.
you shouldn't have to. I mean, if you find that something's not turning on,
Okay.
then make sure the power cable's in the back correctly, and then if we think it's a fuse, then we'll tell you what to do.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Of course, it has fuses.
For example, if I have a chiller, I can need a different power supply, or if it was.
There is space in the back of this one if
No.
you want to power it from this.
Oh,
Yes.
so can I see?
Yes.
That would be handy. Yes. That would be
So-
great.
So
See down in the very bottom in here,
Yeah.
we have this,
you've got a lot of spare.
So
Yeah.
we can take out from there the power we need for the chiller.
Or what you could do actually.
If it was too much power, we don't put that.
Well, no, you could still put it here. The normal chiller is going to run off a wall socket anyway.
Yeah, but the one that you send us it is
Triphasic?
triphasic. So
A chiller?
the ATC was triphasic.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
really powerful. Yeah.
Yeah. Really? And it's the cheapest one, but it's the only triphasic. The other ones came and we just
Yeah.
plugged it there.
Because what you could do actually, if you get one that you could plug into the wall, what you could do is you could attach it here.
Yeah.
This is the spare switch on the front,
Mm-hmm.
and then you could just put a label onto the front and just power it from the front of the rack.
That would be
Auxiliary backing pump, yes.
Yeah, because you're not actually using this.
So we can put a new label there and saying this
And
is
then you
the
can-
chiller.
And it means you don't need to go behind here and put your
Yeah.
hands away in there. You
Yeah.
could actually just use it straight off this.
Yeah.
And this has got 16
So
amperes in it.
that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Easy to replace.
Yeah, I mean, you can see you've got ones here. I think, you can't see this very clearly, but there's a fuse under
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I know how they are.
Yeah, I mean, if
Okay.
you've got any problems with likes of these ones, then just let us know,
Yeah.
because they're obviously
It's
a lot
better
more-
before we touch it.
Before you do anything, just give me a shout, give me an email or call, and we'll go over everything. But yeah, that's
It's just to see how the things are, because if we have problems and you call me and just check this and I don't know where is it. So.
Yeah. Well, if I have customers that have problems with things, we usually have all this. I'll go and take a photograph and say, look at this bit, and then you know where to go and look. So I usually just send pictures to people if they need to
Okay.
check things.
Okay.
Yeah, you could just change a sticker here,
Yes, we could put the sticker there and
Chiller,
turn on the chiller.
and then you don't need to worry about going behind or
Yes,
anything like
that
that.
would be great.
So
Yeah.
it's a bit safer because it's not a good idea to be going around there too often if you don't need to. So
It's a good idea.
any other questions about anything in here?
I think it was pretty clear.
No, we
Yes.
don't know how this works, but you will explain these ones. Okay.
Once we have it pumping down and actually start operating it,
Okay.
then it's a bit more clear what to do. Okay. So we will.
Do you want
Okay.
to?
Everything all right? The first
PCM doesn't have shutter, so you will put now.
valve is closed, so you can see here. This is off. You'll hear it.
We hear something?
Yeah. So now the vacuum pump.
So at this point, it is now pumping up to the back and valve, not the chamber.
Just a line.
Okay.
Basically, just a
Okay.
line.
So if you open this, it will quieten down.
So now you open the valve
Yeah.
Which
So
one?
This one here.
You should start the movie.
So right now we are
Pumping the chamber.
pumping
And
This
here.
dimension.
Before you were pumping up to here.
Up to here, yeah.
And then you open the valve to the 12 and then
So this is open, so now all this is being pumped.
Just how does it
How it cuts?
how is it that the turbo is between both lines but right now we are not
The turbo's not on, but it is getting pumped down.
Oh okay, so we
Okay.
are removing
Yeah. We are
gas
pumped.
from the
Yeah.
turbo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are pumping from the turbo.
From
No,
here.
we are pumping using this pump, the lines, the turbo and the chamber. The turbo is off.
Yes, but we are pumping. This is open, so we are pumping by here and by here.
Yes,
Yes.
for both. É como se fosse inline, é tudo inline. Enquanto ela está desligada, mas está a deixar que está a ser.
Ah, então é o contrário do sistema.
É diferente. Isso é diferente.
Sorry about that.
Ou seja, quando tu ligar, ela começa a funcionar, não precisa ligar mais nenhuma válvula. Provavelmente.
So now we wait.
So, where
you
should I
see-
look? Okay. To change the units, the pressure units, is it just as simple as here or is it?
For today, just
No, if it's.
But it's
Simple.
set up for
And-
that one.
And then you change your
it's
units
really,
here.
It's really easy.
Okay. It's very-
Really easy. Yeah.
Bold rate. This is
Ow.
We'll leave it in George just now, and then I'll show you.
Yeah, yeah.
so
Voila.
the switches between vacuum pump and turbo pump, they will be switched automatically at
Certain
vacuum
pressure, or is it
pressure.
No, this you need to do it.
Okay.
Unless you write a procedure for it, you can
Okay.
always write a pump down procedure. But
Okay.
Okay. So now we are waiting that pressure
When this
lowers
gets-
to a point
when-
that we can use the turbo.
when you see -1, then you can turn on the turbo.
Minus one turbo.
-1.
Okay.
Okay. So whatever value. as
There's the
long as it's
starting
better
pressure
than-
of the turbo.
So don't start it until you're in -1. Doesn't matter what -1, just as long as you're -1 or -2.
Okay.
Better than -1.
Okay. Is it okay? Is it if I turn now the turbo, will it go on or?
It will, yeah.
Okay. Just to know if there's,
There's
an
no
automatic switch.
There's no interlock for the turbo.
-1 power. That's when
Sim, sim, dois.
Minus
Levantar
one.
menos. Yeah, of course.
Não te esqueças de meter as unidades.
I'm
The turbo-
running out of battery.
The turbo isn't interlocked. There's no
Podes parar.
interlock to this, okay?
Yeah.
So you have to be careful with your turbo that you only turn it on when you are in -1s. You also have to make
That's
sure
why I asked, because we don't want
turbo is
to.
also not interlocked to the water. So it means you can
Sim.
turn it on without the water being on.
Okay.
So you have to make sure that it is.
If the water is not on, the turbo will not.
It will go on.
It will.
And then it's not interlocked.
Okay.
So you have to make sure before you turn on
That's
turbo.
what you need to write. Admit.
Yes.
Don't forget
Because
water.
if you don't have the water on, your turbo will overheat.
Yes.
Okay? Because
Prob-
it's water cooled.
Yeah.
Water on? Always.
The turbo, it does have a self-protecting thing inside it. If it gets to a certain temperature, it will stop.
It
But
will. It will go off.
It will, but it's not a
we
good
don't
idea
want,
to
yes,
do that.
We don't want to get
Yeah.
that one. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Aperta bem. Ah não, vocês estão.
Eu tento fazer um sinal, mas. Vou escrever aqui water on.
Assim. Ah não, quiserem usar. Vejam o vídeo, mas deve ser.
Depois faço um
Okay,
vídeo
so
para o YouTube.
now it's hit -1, so you could, if you wanted to turn your turbo on at this point in time. Alright?
Just one thing. This line is for another sensor, if I have.
Yeah.
Because yesterday I unplugged and then
Yeah.
you plug it says no sensor. What is these?
These are the
set
interlocks.
points?
So these interlocks here.
Ah.
Remember the. Your set points. So remember I showed you here
Ah.
this value. So this will stay red until it reaches this value.
Mhm.
When the value is reached, these arrows will point down, and then you know
So
the interlock.
this is like a safety indication when
Yeah.
when I get to -2.
When you get to -2, then your interlocks will go green,
Yes.
and that means you can start operating the system.
Okay, but to get to -2, I will have to use
Need to use a turbo. Yeah.
Mas também a água está ligada. Está a passar.
Não,
Está a
aqui ainda não está ligado.
Não, não.
E a água está ligada?
Isto está a arrefecer tudo, sim. Inclusive tudo.
Sim.
Tudo.
Okay. So we'll have a look at the software then. Because like I said, to turn the turbo on, you need to use the software.
Ah, pois.
Veja por buscar.
Ignore that. So the software is this Mantis control.
Okay.
So we just wait till everything loads up.
Sorry about that.
Can you all see okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is your Mantis control. Down the side here, this is all your power supplies in the rack. Okay, you can see here they're all in the same order as well. Okay, you can, let me see, windows. In this window box you have a virtual rack, so you can click on this or you can click on this box up here. The virtual rack is basically just everything over there and here. You can show all instruments, so this is your whole rack displayed as it is over there.
I don't know if it's... Ajudas o Fernando a tirar a mostra?
Sim.
Yeah. Okay. And we're best if we take this shutter cable off as well.
Okay.
Before you remove any cables, turn off
Everything?
just the power supply for the cable. If you leave it turned on, you can actually damage it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Faz medições. Enquanto eu gravo. So, are you also going to install the shutter for
Yeah.
the QMC?
Yeah.
QCM?
Yeah.
Vê se notam aquelas linhas de tensão.
Não. Agora tens que medir. O senhor Carlos Tavares disse para a gente cortar depois os pedacinhos dos cantos.
Deixa eu ver. Sorri para a câmera.
Vou medir a...
Mais 25 pontos.
Não, depois pode-se medir isso nos cantos para cortar.
Oh yeah.
Does it do it?
Titanium.
Yeah.
Estás a fazer?
Estou a seguir a porta-mostra.
Porquê?
Porque quero ver se consigo apanhar um pouco isso.
Mas tens algum imã?
Can I
Yes, sure.
Por acaso esqueci-me do imã em casa. Exato, com o braço.
Como é que tu vais apanhar? Should have been helping you, but
Someone should take this, no?
What's
What?
that? Take what?
It's too much weight, so...
Nah, it's not really. Just make sure you leave one at the front and one at the back. Take the other ones out.
quanto?
Hã? O quê?
One on the front and one on the back. Okay.
It's very uniform, the film.
Maybe what I'll,
So
if I hold this and take out the two.
Okay.
Sei ricordado che kilo ohm?
È un titanio, ma non è così.
E o filho. Pensar que temos que tirar os parafusos todos.
So very...
Gas lights.
Okay.
Take care with shooter.
Okay.
It's shooter.
Shutter.
So you just need to watch the gas line and your water line. So you can see this, your gas line
Yeah.
coming up here, and it goes into the back of the head.
Yeah.
And then in here you have your water.
Cooling.
So it's going to go in here and up into the bottom part of the head to keep it cool.
Okay.
And then this one here
Yeah.
has your high voltage connection, and this goes up through the bottom part and onto the top.
And this one?
This is your shutter. This-
Oh, okay.
this
It's
is
a rod. The rod you were talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
That you're going to
So what I'll do is I'll measure this,
and put a little bit higher.
and then what I'll do is just send you a new piece of rod.
Okay.
You can see here
This
this screw.
We have unscrewed very.
So the little screw here.
It just tightens the
Yeah.
rod. And here you have like.
So we'll just have to unscrew that
Unscrew.
thing.
Unscrew this here, and then just take it
Yeah.
right out.
Just
Put the new part
Here.
on there, and then you'll have
Yeah.
more space. So.
It's not difficult. It's easy.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got. I don't have a tape measure. Do you have some
Yeah.
tape measure? Actually, I can use this.
no, you have that one. You have.
I can use this.
Or if you want, you can use this.
This is easier than. No?
Okay, maybe about here, maybe 40.
I think that if we 37, it will okay. We can do
But is it better to leave it more to leave
If
more
you
distance to the
if you
to the
leave too
target
distance,
for
you,
precaution?
the shutter doesn't do anything.
Well, the thing is, I mean, the main reason for having shutters in your system is to protect this target from other materials, and because you're not actually using anything else in there, then it's not so important. So with it being out here, you know, it will be fine, and it's not going to hit anything inside, so we can
Yeah.
make it.
You decide.
We'll go with 37 then. That is quite a nice gap. Let me write that down.
Let's see.
Say something for the camera.
Este falar para ti. Quer dizer,
Can you turn on the shutter controller?
Turn on.
Shutter? Yeah.
Turn on, but didn't you disconnect the?
I've just connected it again. And yeah, push the button.
Wait.
There you go.
Well,
Okay, that's fine. Turn it off. So you see these
bolts.
There
these
it is.
little screws here. So these are what's holding this top part on. Okay. So you have to undo these.
and then rotate.
Yep. You can see the different positions.
Yeah.
So these are for just different size targets. You know, if you want to get a thicker one, thinner one, or this one's an adjustable bit so you can choose the height that you want it. But you must always have this gap here. See this gap?
Yeah.
You must always have that. Just... And you don't have to do these extremely tight, it's just to hold it in place.
Yes.
There's no other purpose.
When you say gap, what do you?
It's
You see this gap?
This height.
There's difference in height.
Yes. The gap.
You can see
Okay.
this?
Yeah.
You see a gap?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Now I see it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Who needs glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Isso é muito, é meio lá. Também não sei.
It's only 2,
3.
3. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just.
So it's supposed to slide off
Yeah, they're
quite easily.
quite a tight fit. Let me just-
Don't you have to remove the shutter?
Oh, actually,
Ah.
just caught a bit.
Oh, okay.
Ah. So you have to pull the shutter
Oh,
out.
but it's loose.
Very nice.
Oh, that's not meant to be like that.
Oh.
Oh. There's some bolts in the back here that that should be tighter than that.
Is this normal?
It's falling
Oh,
something. That's ceramic?
It is actually.
It was.
It was. That's not very good. I'm actually surprised this was working. I think maybe in transit the bolts in the back have come loose.
Probably. Because if they were not very tight, maybe the materials
But-
were like this.
But the thing is, I'll show you in the back here. In the
Fitting.
back there's some screws,
Yeah.
and in the screws there's a pink ceramic to isolate this part from this part.
Yeah.
So you can't do them up that tight in case you break the ceramic. But it looks like
So they were too tight.
no,
they were too loose.
it looks like they're too loose, yeah. Or the vibration of the travel and has made them come loose.
And maybe the ceramic break.
I think maybe with this
because of that.
shaking about.
You have a spare one? Ceramic?
I don't actually, not with me because I didn't expect it to break. Where's this liquid coming from?
Ew.
Let's go.
No,
No. Yeah, where is that?
it's not leaking here, is it?
No.
We should find it as soon.
It's. I don't know.
It looks
Greasy.
It's
it's
a bit
quite
greasy.
greasy. Yeah.
Maybe it's from.
No,
It should be.
shouldn't be anything like that.
You wouldn't if you had grease on this. The vacuum level wouldn't.
It would, yeah, you'd never get a good vacuum if this was inside. I'm not sure where this is from. Do you have a little cloth or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's just here.
Where is it? I cannot see.
Here. Here.
Oh, but they go until the.
Yeah,
because-
it will go up to about here,
Yeah.
and it will hold this bit to the bottom
Okay.
bit.
So it's not the same as this one. This
No,
is
it's different
independent. Oh, okay. Because
And then inside the bottom part,
Yeah.
before this screw, you have a little pink ceramic piece. So that means it keeps this bit isolated from this bit.
Okay.
Okay, so these bits should not be connected. This is why you have this ring here.
Of course. So
All
we
those-
should disconnect this first. This now.
What we'll need to do is we have to undo the 4 screws
Yeah.
and take this part off.
Off.
Also the high voltage connection, which is
That one.
just this one screw here. If you take this, undo this, then this will just lift off. You don't need to worry about this. The
So
wire's poking out of there.
Wait.
Oh,
so the elements that are connecting the piece to one is the volts and the high voltage connection.
yeah.
Okay.
But it's only a thin, very small, thin wire in here. We just put this on it to protect it, this metal piece. But yeah, it will be held in this grub screw. See this one here?
Okay.
This screw is to hold the magnets inside the head.
Do you want to
touch
take the water off and then we put that in other position?
No, it's okay, it's fine.
Spero non stai morendo.
Strange because
It's really loose.
it feels
That's
quite tight. You feel that? That's the problem.
I think the
The
ceramic
screws
is.
are wrong length.
Surely they would notice when they were testing it if they were the wrong length.
Probably. I think the ceramic probably is
The thing is, this should...
broken all over it inside.
I don't think so, because otherwise the machine wouldn't work.
Well, no, I mean, this was tested quite extensively before it was shipped out here. So it should never have...
You just need to have
Something
an
separated.
isolation.
Yeah.
Even if you have a crack, it will be isolated.
It actually does feel like the screw's too short.
Well, because it's tight. Is it tight?
Yeah, it's tight.
I think the screws are too long, so they reach the end of the
Yeah.
hole,
Yeah,
I just-
probably are too long.
We'll see in a bit, no?
and they doesn't.
Maybe I can
Don't the
put my
screws come out?
flashlights in the gap here to see the
Screws do come out, yeah.
Do you want to come to this side?
No, that's fine. That is actually as far as it'll go. Let me just take it all off and see what the...
roll next.
Let's see if this one tightens up. This one is tight. So that
That's the right thing.
that one is.
There you go.
This one isn't.
Problem is, 'cause it can feel tight when it's not, if it reaches the end of the thread, but it's not reached the end of the hole.
Maybe because this
So-
one's
so-
right length has been supporting it all with that one rather than this one.
Probably.
So you feel when you're tightening up the screw, you'll feel it reach the end.
Well, I can't turn it anymore. So
Yeah.
oh, this is not good. I'm actually really surprised it worked so well.
Really? This is really important then.
Oh yeah, the thing is it was working, maybe because the head was sitting down on it.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's probably worked so well under
At
the
same
can.
time, if,
Because, well,
if it's loose, because the cooling plate only goes up to there,
Because
if
this-
that's loose, if you go to really high powers, it won't be cooling it quick enough
Yeah.
because it's not in firm contact.
of course. It's not in contact with both screws.
Oh, I'm just going to take
But
this.
actually, we did use some power yesterday.
No,
So it's not that
we use
really
100
high.
watts. and
That's
it
not
should-
actually that high.
Yeah, you should be able to go to like 1.5 kilowatts quite easily.
Oh, okay. So,
I mean, this is a high-powered supply.
yeah.
For our 3-inch targets that we make, we can run them, the titanium, at about 300 watts.
Okay.
So these ones will go a lot higher if you were using something like titanium. I think that one screw has been holding it together.
How many screws are there? 3?
4.
4 screws. And the other ones?
Do you need some help to lift that up?
No. You can see this pink ceramic.
Yeah.
So basically they sit inside like this.
Yeah. And that goes.
Yeah, so they go in there and then this bit keeps this bit isolated from here.
It goes through the ceramic.
Yeah, so they will sit in here.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that means, although this top bit will be attached here,
Yeah.
it won't be attached to the bottom
Yeah,
part.
because of the pinks.
Yeah.
It's like a plastic polymer.
I don't know what it's actually made of. We call it pink ceramic, but I don't actually know what it is that it's made of.
Maybe if you take off the other screws, we'll see if they have.
Isn't I?
Well, at least you'll know how to fix it if you...
Yes. This is a very complete training.
Yeah, this
Very
is...
complete training with
This
real
is-
case scenarios of breaking and everything.
This is how I do my installations.
Yeah,
This is how I do installations. I break things and then I show you how to fix stuff so I don't need to come back.
Dun, dun, dun.
Can I pick? Oh, it's.
I'm not a shit.
Well,
Yeah, it's very British.
that's very broke.
Don't try to
Yeah.
do it more.
But when you're installing,
they call it?
installing. When you are installing,
Yeah.
I have my line.
Fernando, it was a joke.
Well, actually, it's good.
It's good.
It's isolated.
It's isolated for
They use them
in the company, yeah. But cannot.
If they use this ceramic, it's probably for a reason.
Are they all the same size?
Really?
The problem could
Where
be
is
in
the
the
fork?
wall.
That one is shorter.
Where's the fork?
The problem could be in the wall.
Is it the same height?
This one, this one seems.
If they are the same height.
No, but this one seems bigger.
No, they are not the same height. I think they are. So then,
What's the is?
And then you're
it's
able
not
to feel
rocket
if it's-
science. Okay, you want me to?
You'll be surprised how many people actually get it wrong.
Really?
Because maybe
it
you
wrong.
could have it like this, and then somebody
Oh.
tries to put the target on,
It's not
and
really.
people tighten it up like this.
Yeah.
So you just have to make sure that it's flat.
So I can do like a test like
Yeah.
this, so it's not moving. Yeah. So now this one. Oh.
Big magnets in there.
Yeah. Is this your tool?
Yeah.
Is it ours?
It's mine. Make
So-
sure they're even.
So we probably have to get a set of Allen keys to switch.
Yes.
I think we have it. One.
We have some.
Is this
If you have
ours?
something,
Yes, this is ours. Yeah.
This is you'll need a different size. This is the
Yeah.
imperial ones.
So let's see.
But we have others.
yeah.
If you have something like this, and I actually have a small screwdriver set, so you could get something like that, which is very handy.
Portanto, o objetivo é não apertar demais.
Não está mais.
Podes apertar aqui, se achas? O objetivo é não apertar demais os parafusos, é só para segurar no sítio. Focar isto. Portanto, sem usar a força. Isto não está a focar. Mas pronto.
You're doing better than me.
So we don't need to just like this, yeah?
Yeah, just make them loose so that it turns and comes off.
So it's all, so
Oh, yeah. So as long as it's secure.
yeah, it doesn't turn or anything.
Yeah.
So, okay, want to
Okay,
practice?
so you can try.
Let's begin.
And I have put a mark on it so that you can line it up with this bit here.
This doesn't seem that easy.
It is once you start doing it more and more.
None of
You can always,
seems to be a,
if somebody supports the head and then somebody supports the bottom part.
Tem três aquecedores diferentes grandes. Toda a câmara.
And just be careful you don't.
Isto é
It's the shoot. It's the shoot.
But I don't think it's simple. Where it should be, okay.
there's a mark. Where was the mark?
This doesn't stand, so
There.
Yes, that's a problem.
Where?
it just
No.
doesn't stand.
Depois ali embaixo,
What the hell?
hidráulicos
You need to try and get the gasket in place.
para abrir a válvula.
Yeah, but as Jose was saying, is it easier if we get the bolt? Fernando, are you okay? If we get the bolt on this side
You need to try and get the gasket in. What
Yes,
it
but
is,
it's for the gasket.
to try to not slide it, yeah.
you want to push the bottom up first.
It's not the line. It's not the line.
And if you move it, you should catch it.
Deixa-me mexer até apanhares aquilo no sítio.
If you have,
Puxa mais para trás.
you switch on.
Yeah,
Like this.
sketch. Then I rotate. Yeah.
So now
So you got that there?
What?
That works. Yeah. Next time you do.
For. Deixa começar para o outro lado.
I think it's like a little bit.
That's okay. Don't move.
Não, preciso pôr. Está bem, põe agora, mas depois vais precisar pôr uma anilha.
Just put it on and we can deal with it later.
É isso que eu estava a dizer, põe agora, mas depois vais ter que tirar para pôr uma anilha.
tens com a anilha em cima
É em cima também.
Oh,
Mas-
we know
okay.
that it's a line. There is a mark here.
You need to tighten that nut up more or it's going to
I
draw.
forgot the...
Da anilha.
Aqui podes ajustar a posição do tiro.
Estão Fernando.
Okay.
Sorri para a câmara.
You should take your hand away now. Take your hand away.
Confia,
Move your hand.
confia.
Move your hand.
Okay.
If you put one at the front and one at the back, then it'll hold it just fine.
There is a mark here. Yeah.
This one.
No, but there is a mark here.
Oh, is there? Okay.
You put in every cylinder, you align two
Yeah,
marks.
these are for leak checking.
So
Mas
there
tens
is
a
a
marca
one
aqui
here.
e a onde é que está o...
There is one in each side.
yes.
Yeah, like these ones.
So now it comes the...
Quer dizer, nós esperamos nunca tirar uns até aqui dentro.
You put them in, you tighten it up, and then I can tell you if it's tight enough. And don't remember to put your washer in here. This piece is the washer.
Sorry.
We didn't know the name in English.
Yeah.
Washer. Like washing machine?
Washer.
Yeah, it's a washer.
It's spelled the same way?
Yeah.
Queres ajuda?
Não, fica a filmar.